All right, CT, let's stay on the gridiron here as we're behind the bar. Move to Deshaun Watson for the topic of this 120. He's heading to the NFL, and the Cleveland Browns, they're a team, some would say, needs a quarterback. They have the number 1 pick in the draft. Dabo Swinney, Deshaun's head coach in college, had a hot take on what the Browns should do with that first overall pick.
Just telling you, they pass on Deshaun Watson, they're passing on Michael Jordan. I mean, I'm just telling you. I don't know what the heck I'm talking about. I'm just an old funky college coach, but Deshaun Watson is the best by a long shot.
CT, you're behind the wheel of this car. Does Dabo need to pump the brakes or not on the Deshaun Watson MJ comparison?
You don't need to pump the brakes. You need to slam your foot on the brake as hard as possible. I understand that Dabo Swinney is going to hype up his guy. Deshaun Watson led him to a national championship, took down Alabama, so he has to have high praise. He's going to talk him up as much as possible. But the last time I checked, how many Heismans did Deshaun Watson win?
0.
That would be none. The last time I checked, Deshaun Watson threw 17 interceptions this year. That was tied for second in the FBS. The last time I checked, he did lose. He went 32-3 and then did lose last year in the national championship. MJ was 6-0. You just can't throw around the MJ comparisons. Deshaun Watson is a very good college football player, but let's not go MJ.
Then let's take MJ's pro career out of it because Watson hasn't had a chance to write that. We know MJ ended up being the greatest, but he was not regarded as the greatest college player ever when he left North Carolina, and he certainly wasn't regarded as a slam dunk number 1 overall draft pick. He ended up going number 3. He had Akeem Olajuwon and Sam Bowie that went before him. Watson is not perfect, but like MJ at North Carolina, Watson won a championship. Is that fairer to compare them in that regard? MJ at North Carolina or Deshaun Watson at Clemson?
I think that's more fair, but what MJ did in the pros kind of goes along with, the game-winning shot at North Carolina. But hats off to our colleague and my man Dave Ross. The best comparison that I've heard, the Chicago Bears do have the number 3 pick. Michael Jordan was selected number 3 by the Chicago Bulls. Maybe the Bears do get a Deshaun Watson because they need a quarterback. Then maybe we can get some MJ and Deshaun Watson comparisons. But until then, let's take it easy.
So you're waiting for Deshaun to land on your team.
The Bears.
Oh, I like MJ. I like that MJ comparison. That works for me.